Hey YouTube, Jake Kilroy back in the shop, back for the new year of 2020. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, liking, clicking the bell, all those shenanigans, commenting. Let me know what you're doing. Talk to me. I always love to hear from my viewers. Anyway, we're back in the shop. We're going to do a quick little project that I discussed a while back. Want a work stop for the Tom Lipton Rod Bender. It has proven to be very useful in the shop already, and I think the addition of a simple apparatus to allow repetitive length bends would be very useful. So we're going to do that right now. So sit back, relax, get a cold beverage, and enjoy. Here's the rod bender, and it typically mounts like so in a vise, this surface up. And what I've done is I have a 3/8 by 16 hole here drilled in the end where a depth stop arrangement will bolt, and this will allow me to set stops so that you can do repeatable length bends. I realize 3/8 by 16 is not necessary, but these bolts up here are 3/8 by 16. Use a 9/16 wrench. I wanted the same size fastener, so that is why we used this right here. And what I'm going to do is make an arrangement, a tab that will go here, that will be able to be adjusted, that will have a rod coming through it, and onto that rod will be another tab which will be able to be used as a depth stop. So anyway, let's got some material here, and let's get started. I tell you what, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take you over the computer. I'm going to show you a little of the 3D model of this depth stop, and then so that you have a better understanding of what we're working on, and then we'll start cutting some metal. All right. I think this makes it fairly clear what I'm talking about here. Here's the bolt for that 3/8 by 16 hole. This tab right here allow you to position the stop rod of any real, reasonable length anywhere around the work area to stop on blunt end of work pieces or on a curved, already bent section. So you got a lot of flexibility here as to where you position this. And then you've got, the rod, which could be any length. Then you can also take this rod, and this end will be threaded here, and it could thread in place of the bolt, and then you could just use the stop tab also as well. So you got a couple of different ways to do this, and I think it'll add a little bit of repeatability and flexibility here. So this is what we're going to do. There we go, a little quality time with the drill press. So we're going to slot next from here to here, and then we will end up drilling and tapping both ends after we clean the ends up with these with the mill and get everything flat. We're going to end up drilling and tapping on both ends here for 1032. Okay, so here we are. The 3/8 rod is screwed into the hole in the end of the block here in this situation, and I guess the simplest configuration would be to just put this tab on, and then you could use this as a depth stop for your work, and it should be quite configurable there, so that'll work pretty good. And the other version that I considered is this, which you saw in the SolidWorks model. There we go. So for stopping work up here on the table itself, you got this ability here. Now then you also, let's do a quick bend here. Just as a have a little example piece. So then you also have the ability with this to do a stop out here, for instance. You could do something out here or up here if you were bending doing multiple bends on a workpiece. So this allows you to adjust the stop rod around to many different locations. So it should provide a pretty good amount of flexibility. I think it's a good addition to the basic design, which is excellent, and has already provided me with some good use. So there you go, a work stop for the Tom Lipton Rod Bender.